Today is Saturday, June the 14th, 2025, and last night while watching the 700 Club, I saw an opportunity for a teachable moment on Bible interpretation and translation using this.
Well, ever since October 7th and the attack on Israel by Hamas, I've been getting questioned again and again, is this the end of the age? Is this the signs that we've been looking for the return of Jesus? And today, after the strike by Israel against Iran, I thought it would be good to remind you and remind all of us of the scriptures that Jesus spoke to his disciples when they asked him the same question: what will be the sign? What should we be looking for? Well, Jesus responds. It's all in Matthew chapter 24.
In order to interpret the Bible, you must be able to translate it because it was not originally written in English. You must be able to translate the Hebrew in the Old Testament or the Greek in the New Testament to make full sense of the message and the context in which it was written. Before I share the strong concordance translations for the Matthew 24 verses which Gordon will use to answer the question, I'd like to share with you some other translations I've done this week which might help you to understand this process. What is a cipher? Read through the next few frames where I have given you the information within the strong concordance, which is used by theologians to translate and interpret the Bible. Come up with some questions and conclusions of your own that might help you to make more sense of what is written.
You will hear of wars and rumors of wars. And so we're hearing of wars, we're hearing of rumors of wars, and we're seeing this again and again in today's world. Jesus tells us, see that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. There's more to come. The promise here, and it ought to make us all sober-minded as we look forward to the future. Then they will deliver you up to tribulation and kill you, and you will be hated by all nations for my name's sake. We're seeing the beginnings of that with Israel, where the rise of anti-Semitism worldwide is absolutely chilling to me. We're seeing attacks right here in the United States, where there was an attack against a sitting governor in Pennsylvania. There was an attack against people peacefully marching to remind everyone of the hostages. And in those attacks, the attackers were chanting from the river to the sea. And they were then burning people to death or firebombing a governor's mansion. We're seeing the worldwide rise of anti-Semitism. At the same time, this is some of the greatest persecution that the church has seen since the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd century. So we're seeing a rise yet again of Christian persecution, and I'm fearful, but also hopeful, because I know Jesus tells us to not worry about this, that this is going to happen, and so we should prepare ourselves for that in the coming days. And here is one of the things we need to guard against. And because lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold. So we're seeing lawlessness in our cities. We're seeing our cities burn. We're seeing people say it's fine for cars to burn on our city streets. Let's just watch the display. It's okay for groups of protesters to take over the centers of our cities, to freely raid all our stores. The rise of lawlessness. Make sure your love doesn't get cold because of that, that you don't retreat back, because now more than ever, we need to preach the gospel. Here's the ultimate sign. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun will be darkened and the moon will not give its light. I woke up this morning and the sun was there. That means it's not today. The sun is still shining. The moon is giving its light. The stars are not falling from heaven. The power of heaven has not been shaken. Because when you see that, well, then look to the heavens, because the sign of the Son of Man will appear and all the tribes of the earth will mourn. So today, the sun came up. Our job as Christians, we're to preach the gospel. We're to finish the Great Commission, because then we can welcome back the King of Kings. Here's a final word from Solomon from Ecclesiastes. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. God bless you. We'll see you again.